1975 Honda CB400F. And this video is not a how-to or a tutorial. I was just doing work on the bike and I thought I would record it. Clutch cable, clutch plates, clutch gasket, Honda clutch springs. So what I'm going to do right now is drop the oil.
Oops.
How much oil does this thing have in it? Make sure you check how much oil your bike has before you drop oil all over the ground. CB400F has 3.5 liters of oil. So yeah, 10W40 is what we're going to soak our clutch plates in. This is EBC brakes, CK1140. We're gonna soak those now. Let's see if I can get into this engine here. These are called JIS, but I don't have JIS, so we're gonna use a big fatty Phillips number 3. Just be really careful. So we have one super rusty little guy. A lot of dirt in here. Super corroded. This little guy is gonna need to be drilled out. I got the clutch lever off so that I could get some slack on this cable. Going in a little deeper now. It's gonna pull off the kickstarter. Let's keep pulling away at this engine cover here. Hopefully nothing else, no more braking. Not looking awesome. I'm not gonna keep going until I get the right bit, because not only am I gonna maybe break these, but strip them also. So I went online to find some JIS screwdrivers. There are none in my town where I live. But maybe there's a tool kit on my bike with that in it. So I opened it up and there is a JIS Phillips, but I think it's a little bit small. I don't know 100% though. And if that's the case, if this doesn't work, I'm going to need the Phillips 3. It actually was better with number 3 Phillips. So we're gonna take this whole case off with fire. So here I have these little mini vice grips. I don't know if this will be able to grab onto that. I'm still struggling with this and resorted to kind of trying to make my own tools. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to drill it off. But before I drill it out, I might as well get creative and see if I can just get it out by being crazy. Into unknown territory, but I guess this is how you learn. These are on there, they're seized. So I'm testing the size of that hole. So when it comes down to it, I should be able to just pop this cover off. The screwdrivers, they won't be here for 2 weeks.
Huh?
Because I ordered them and they're 2 weeks out. So I was like,
Huh?
dude, I kind of thought you had them.
Huh?
$50 for four of them?
Oh,
No, because, so this morning I went to Royal,
Huh?
and the one kid's like, no man, but you can take a number 3 and file the end off. No, there'll be a stud sticking out so I can grab it with a vice grip. Well, I was able to find some JIS. I was FaceTiming my buddy while I was working on this. He has an SV650 and he bought these drivers to get his off. Alright, so far I've drilled 2 heads off because I just wrecked them. I wrecked them. I was gonna do all of them, but I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot if see what happens. It'll maybe save some time. Man, what a disaster. I guess we're just gonna keep drilling these off. That's all of them. And it's loose, there we go. So it's bumping into the peg, and I think if I take the peg off, that might let me in. Now I'll take off the brake pedal. It's kind of in the way, but we're in. Okay, so let's get some pictures of what this is in here. Okay, so we're at the clutch basket now. This is clutch basket. These are the clutch plates that we're going to be replacing. And this is what it all looks like. I have to get these off. First things first, we're gonna take these off. So this has the springs behind it. We remove these springs. Oh yeah, there's a flap folded up so that it stops that from spinning. Gently with a hammer. This is a P505 Motion Pro tool. There we go. Hit it with the hammer. And then there's another piece behind it, and it seems to only fit one way. I'm gonna just pull this whole piece off, straight off. It stays here. Gonna lift off first piece. Man, this is so worn out. As I take this one apart, I'm gonna replace it with the clutch plates in here. Yeah, so the first one is a skinny one. And then we're gonna put a metal disc underneath it. And the next is a fat one, and then a plate, and then a normal one, and then a plate, and then a normal one, and then a plate, and then a normal one, and then a plate, a normal one, and a plate, a normal one. That's the last one. This stuff is like immaculate in here already. Parts are really clean. So I'm just gonna drop this stuff in. So now we're gonna put our basket back on here. We also have brand new springs. So now we can pull this gasket off. This is cool. I'm ready for oil. 10W40, just regular oil. And it takes 3.5 liters. We're ready to go. It's all back together. Wheel this thing outside and see if it starts. Full choke.